See a couple people in chat. Starfield again? No Dragon's Dogma? Chat, this is probably the last stream of it. It's best to get it over with. Don't leave it like for a future day when you have to think about it and dread it. Treat it like bad medicine. You gotta like swirl it down, gargle it a bit, chug it, you're done. Then you get a heal. And you heal. That's all it takes. We're in the home stretch. Just bear with me for one last stream of this piece of shit. I see some people asking about a newly announced Bethesda game already. Didn't expect that, or didn't expect that. Specifically asking if I knew who was going to be voicing Indiana Jones. I had suspicions when I was listening to the trailer, and then it was confirmed. You know, it's Troy Baker. Hey, I'm glad he's getting big roles again. He seemed like he fell off for a bit. I feel like you're going to get a lot of comments in your Starfield video saying this question was answered in X side quest. Oh, well, I don't really give a shit if it's answered in a side quest, then it's not a very good answer. I actually get a feeling when I do a video on this, it's going to be slightly different than my normal videos where I go point by point mentioning everything wrong with it, because it's such a more grand... well, I mean, it's more subjective. It's more about the entire design of it that's wrong rather than individual points. So I feel like the sin count would be low because there's so little to actual mention besides those grand points and how those lead into everything else. So you might just get like a handful of sins that are like really long and ranty. But I am putting this up for vote in the Spider-Man video tomorrow. That's right, chat. This one's going up for the vote tomorrow. And also, Spider-Man 2 video is finished. Rune sent me the intro a few hours ago. Added it in. So after the stream's over, I'm going to render it out and upload it. And it'll be there tomorrow morning, sometime around, you know, midday. Don't think you were beating this game tonight? I don't know. We'll see. Someone said last night I got like 2 more missions left. I don't know. It wouldn't be the first time, Agent, that you've said, I don't think you're beating this game tonight, and then I do. So, odds are in my favor. Looking forward to it then? Yeah, I think the Spider-Man video is pretty good. I think I'm going to like mention some stuff that you guys were blind to when you played through it, or watched me play through it. I notice things, Chad. I have special eyes and a special brain. Don't use that as an insult. I've given you too much already. You're excited for the new Spider-Man video? You know what? New video day is always an exciting day. It means I get to make myself a steak. Though not this time, because I'm cutting right now, so no steak for me. Holy shit is the game. Did you leave out the other half of your comment, Death Note? Holy shit is the game? No, never mind, I misread it. How shit is the game? I feel like we've answered that pretty effectively. Very shit. But it's shit in a unique way that you can literally see like all the bad decisions they made and almost understand it. I have a feeling you're going to put the swagger of a black teen joke in this. Yes, that is in there. But technically it's in it twice. One in a sort of like, you know what, kind of a passing reference way. And then toward the end of the video, I have it in there in like a much more like a pointed way. But, you know, I had to get it in there. I dare you to drink 6 eggs and then max out on bench press. 6 eggs would be a lot of calories for me right now. You realize I'm in the cutting stage where you cut calories. So eating 6 whole eggs would be like most of my calories for the day, or more than I would normally want to have. Hi, Calvin Coolidge. I don't even know what that guy did. Wait, was he like president during World War I, or am I thinking of someone else? Looks like the World War I president. Kind of like a horrible racist, wasn't he? Roaring 20s is coming to an end. We still got, we're only halfway through the 20s. Give it more time. Is half the video gonna be Felicia's buy jokes? Actually, that's not even in there once. I'm fine with that being like a stream joke and not really a joke I take into the video. The line where she says that is in there, but I sent it for a different reason. Are you gonna bring anything up about the really funny glitch that happened with Venom towards the end? I don't know, you have to wait and see. Normally I don't mention glitches, so maybe not. 6 eggs is not a lot of calories. A lot of cholesterol though. It's enough. Like when you're cutting, you're usually trying, like I'm trying to like stay only around 1,000 calories right now per day. For like, you know, cutting calories, so it would rack up for me. Never cut, always bulk. That is a bad idea. Not being negative because graphics aren't everything, but I saw a trailer for Dragon's Dogma 2 and Alone in the Dark and can't help but think this console generation hasn't done much with graphical quality. That is true. Graphics haven't really gone up as much as you would normally think for a graphical generation. This generation of consoles, I guess, has been more about getting rid of loading times or shortening them to like just a few seconds with the M.2 drive. Seems to be the biggest technical thing they've achieved. Graphically, it's only like getting it up to like proper frame rates. You're still getting what looks like something that could run on a PS4, but now runs at 60 instead of 30. Those are the two things that they seem that they've managed to do. Graphically, yeah, I agree. It doesn't look that much greater. That being said, on PC, it's a different story with like all like Alan Wake on PC with all the bells and whistles and stuff turned on. Definitely looks better than anything else I've seen on console. You're just messing with me? Yeah, I kind of figured. How am I doing? I'm pretty good. I got a video finished and ready to release, so that's a good time. Woodrow Wilson was president during World War I. That's what I thought. Graphics generally improve massively every 2 generations anyway. I don't know. I feel like we're reaching the end of, like, returns for graphical improvement. Because eventually you will reach a point where graphics can look either so close to reality that you can't tell the difference without squinting really hard. And at that point, you can't really improve them anymore, really. You can't make something look better than reality. You can only just, like, up the resolution or something like that. And I think we're not too far off from that based off some games I've seen. Like that one game, it's like a body cam game. People were talking about how that looks really close to reality. Though that's doing it by tricking your vision a little bit. So yeah, I don't expect, especially with consoles these days, consoles are not what move graphics forward anymore. I don't expect to see like the PS6 come out and it's going to be a massive leap in graphical, fidelity. The PS6 will likely be not much different than the PS5, except it'll be able to do ray tracing. Or like, path tracing, that kind of good stuff. So better lighting is what I would expect out of it. Woodrow Wilson's president. I know, I read that comment earlier. He's also a Southern sympathizer and a lost cause. Yeah, that's why I said he was a piece of shit. Wanted to see a Baki-sized buff Dartigan. Now, that is literally impossible. Those people are not human in that anime. I've seen images. None of them, no human can look like that in real life without being like a horror movie monster. Speaking of fitness, I recently got down to 210 from 225. Still got 30 pounds to go. Hey, congrats, man. What are you doing? Like running, exercising, or dieting? A little bit of both. Processing speed has also improved. The difference in Ghost Runner PS5 version is noticeable because the game moves very fast. Well, like I said, that's just improving the the frame rate, right? Yeah, like I said, improving the frame rate is something the PS4 from PS4 to PS5 is obvious. But it's mainly just been like faster loading and faster frame rates. Graphics have only gone up minorly. Watched the new Indiana Jones game trailer. Was wondering who they got to sound exactly like Harrison. I don't really think that sounded exactly like Harrison Ford. It was clearly, we have Harrison Ford at home, but it wasn't bad. As for the Indiana Jones trailer itself, I don't know, I'm not sold on it. That trailer opened with the words Todd Howard. That has me worried already. Do people still complain about NFTs? NFTs are largely dead, so people will still bring them up to like laugh at them. Or laugh at anyone trying to release a new batch of them, but that's about it. But I mean, I get the feeling that the plot is like, they mentioned the plot, the Great Circle. Like, if you line up all these holy sites, they form a perfect circle. I get the feeling that's gonna line up to reality. Hi guy, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see. Fun fact, Yujiro Hanma and Baki commonly sexually assaults men because he sees men weaker than him as women. I'm not making it up. Yeah, that feels about right. But then again, I've heard there's all sorts of crackdown stuff in that manga. Like a caveman coming back to life. Or something else. Fighting a dinosaur. Produced by Todd Howard. I know that's like a jump scare to me when I see that. Produced by Todd Howard. Like, oh! Heart palpitations. So Todd, stick to what you know, which is apparently making shitty games like this. But I don't know, maybe he was in the chat. Did you notice in the Indiana Jones developer trailer, Todd Howard is in the background stealing a golden idol? He thinks he's fucking cute. He thinks he's so fucking cute. Don't think that game should be first person? It's from Machine Games. I think everyone always expected it was going to be first person. They've made the Wolfenstein games, so it was always going to be a first person affair. I'm just glad it's not an open world RPG, or at least I don't think it is. They didn't mention anything about that being open world. How long until we get a Todd Howard as a main character in the future? But I think there's mods that actually put him in the games. By Todd Howard, it's quickly becoming the next David Cage, you think? Not quite. David Cage and Todd Howard are two very different people when it comes to their design, and I remember the names for two different very reasons. David Cage for his like whacked out, cringy plots. Todd Howard for his like overly ambitious, empty open world games, and overly promising results. So very different reasons. Hold on a second. Gotta alt tab out this game and send off some Discord announcements and YouTube announcements. Never trust somebody with two first names. Yeah, I never thought of it before, but you're right. Todd Howard. It's gonna be weird when your last name is like a first name. Wait, does Todd Howard have a middle name? I've never thought of that before. Chat, someone find out what Todd Howard's middle name is. If it lines up properly, it could sound like he has a serial killer name. Depends on what it is, though. All right. Announcement made. It's Todd Andrew Howard. No, that sounds more like a presidential assassin than serial killer. It's like, today the president was assassinated. The culprit currently suspected by police is Todd Andrew Howard. So yeah, it definitely sounds like a presidential assassin. Am I okay? I'm great. Why do you ask? Are you that worried for me because I'm playing, this tonight? I appreciate the concern. But that end of the day, it is just a video game. 3 first names? Yeah, he's got, well, technically middle names usually are the same as like a first name. I've never heard of something that sounds like a middle name. No, you don't really care, but in X-Men comic news, the alien god tree they were worshipping is finally dead and the mutants immediately turned on each other. Good, I guess. I don't know what you want me to expect me to say about it. Comics are silly, chat. Silly thing. Don't know why everyone goes nuts over them. What are you streaming after you finish this? I don't know. I could go back to... I might... let's see. There's Dragon's Dogma I could stream some more of. Or I might stream an indie game or two. Or maybe I'll play this Pal World I've been hearing about that's all Pokemon with guns. The X-Men orgies are finally over. Sad. Hey Dart, it's been a while. How long has it been, Rogastian? How long have you been since you come back to me? In these trying times. But how have you been, more importantly? Persona 5, you can keep asking for it. It's not going to help you any. Will you miss being in space? I don't feel like I'm in space when I'm in this game. That's its biggest problem. It bills itself as a big space adventure. I have never once felt like I'm going into space to do anything. There's a space backdrop from time to time, but that's it. That is quintessential to it. They did not manage to like make you feel like you're going into space in their game called Starfield. I've been great apart from sheer boredom in school in January. How about you? Well, I'm here to help you at least solve one of those issues. Hopefully, but I'm doing good. You know, I got no complaints. I've been doing some traveling this year. Had some good times in the East and the West Coast. I'm starting a Patreon soonish, probably like in March. I'm gonna start streaming on YouTube as well as Twitch. So big changes. How World is a survival game, but it's Pokemon, right? With guns. Maybe I won't play it if it's a survival game then. Only lasting good thing that I'll remember from this game is that it made you cackle like a goblin at least 2 separate occasions. You like my cackle, my ugly laugh? I have a very ugly laugh, Chad. And maybe that's why you don't hear it very often. I'm always suppressing it. Can't let you hear my ugly laugh. It's not Pokemon, it's Monster Hunter. Okay, now I'm less interested. Sorry about me causing drama on your Discord. I was being dumb. Oh, I'm just learning of this. What did you do? What did you do on my Discord? My most hallowed of grounds. I've been like head down, like doing exercise today, so I didn't have time to check the Discord. I'm sorry. Beware of the Ides of March. Yeah, well, thankfully I'm not. Neither of my names are Julius or Caesar. You have a court jester laugh? Well, I have always said I am a clown, but I don't know if there's an official court jester laugh. Usually the jester didn't laugh, he made other people laugh, right? What is a good skill that you can teach yourself, like math or sciences? I don't know if you can actually teach yourself math or science. It usually requires, a teacher. A good skill you can teach yourself is usually like personal improvement, like, self-control and willpower and how to do it yourself repairs around the house. You and Baffy got into it over what? Which one of you do I need to ban? Is all I need to know. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm sure it's overblown, not a big of a deal. Are you planning to add some goals to your Patreon? Well, every Patreon has goals, right? Or at least, it has like the tiers. I don't know wait, you can do goals on a Patreon? I just know you can add tiers to it, and I've already got those kind of selected. So I'm not sure how you add goals to it. You are our Nero, just minus the castrated boy wife. Why would I want to be Nero without a castrated boy wife? Been reading Geometry for Dummies, and it's been enlightening, at least for me. Props to you. I would probably rather like pound nails into my taint than read a book like that. It was overblown. I was making fun of Bethesda and trolling them, and Baffy thought I was being rude. I was. Well, you know what? I'm glad you realized that, you were taking things too far. Hope you apologized. Congrats on being a good human. Your emote artist is really good. My favorite emotes on Twitch. Thank you. She is very good. I'm glad I didn't lose out on her because for a while it looked like I wasn't going to be able to like use her anymore until she moved out of Russia. It's like, oh, I can't send money through PayPal through that anymore. I think I think I have some like new animated emote slots I can actually use up, so I probably need to get in touch with her again. But she is also very good at doing very fine detail in very tiny images, which you can notice if you look at all my many fine emotes. For like usually emotes are very simply drawn to like make them more visible. They're usually very chibi. And I'm not a fan of that style for emotes. I don't like chibi art for emotes. So I looked around for a while where I found her and like, wow, this lady can put some actual detail into like a couple pixels. So she's very good and affordable. Your roommate called me the castrated boy wife is essential. Your roommate called me the castrated boy wife is essential. If you're going to call yourself Nero, yes. 5,000 a month for feet pics and 5,001 for stepping in mayo. That's an OnlyFans thing, you realize, not a Patreon. Maybe you can moog Persona 5 to Patreon goal. Like I said, I don't know how you do Patreon goals. I know you just do tiers. And I think I'll hold off on that. Rip polygon boobs. Technically, that's still usable if you have like the Frankerface installed on your browser. See, I can actually, Frankerface allows you to use, render emotes still, along with a few other emotes I have. Though I'm thinking most of you don't have Frankerface installed. That being said, there was some woman presenting the new Indiana Jones game with Bethesda's Twitch channel, and I said, oh boy, can't wait for the modders to fix this game, and I got banned. I don't think that's usually only their open world games that modders, go into. I don't remember like Wolfenstein, which the previous games from this developer got modded. id Tech is not an engine that is friendly to modding from my knowledge of it, which is what's being used to make that. Are we talking about Emperor Nero, Devil May Cry Nero, or we were talking about Emperor Nero, and then we started making jokes about the name and how you need a castrated boy wife if you're going to be called that. Sorry, chat. Good tea. Fuck that Nero. You know what? I would have said the same after 4, but they made him way more likable in 5. Life is pain, eh? Well, this game can be. Have you ever played Dead Rising or Dead Island before that, Beandris? I mean, I've done videos on both of those games. Well, I haven't done a video on Dead Island yet, but I did play Dead Island 2 last year. It wasn't that great. And Dead Rising 2 was a terrible game. I'm talking about the Emperor Nero. You know what? I don't really, it doesn't even matter anymore. We were just making fun of the name Nero. There's a reason why no one uses it anymore. Ow, my legs hurt. Got leg day is essential, but God does it suck the next couple days afterward. Like, anytime you, like, move, your legs like, stop it! Stop it! Oh, my legs, calves, hamstrings, and buttocks are all just, like, screaming at me. They demand I sit perfectly still. Do squats for a fat dumpy, let's go. Well, I already got the fat dumpy. Now he's got to keep it. Dead Rising 2, you mean 4? What? Okay, Chad, I feel like I'm being gaslit. You're mentioning games that don't exist. I think, or no, Dead Rising. Oh, no, okay, that's the Capcom game, right? Yeah, I played Dead Rising 1 and 4. Because Emperor Nero is a humongous piece of shit. From what we know of him, yes. But you gotta keep in mind, when it comes to ancient history, some of it is written well after the fact by people who just had a bias. We don't always get, like, the unbiased information, because a lot of it didn't survive, or was destroyed. But by all regards of what we do know about Nero, he was mentally ill and a horrible person, yes. But you know what? He did do some funny stuff. My thighs can feel hot enough to cook bacon after a good work. I don't really have heat issues. It's just the DOMs for me. It's like, for some reason, the DOMs are always worse in my legs than any other part of my body. It's like, oh I don't want to move. You have a gorgeous, naturally fat, huh? Naturally. Beowulf was preserved by the Christians, and it's noticeable. Who has the butt? Several of us, apparently. But I will take claim of having the butt. I do my squats. I do several squats, in fact. Hell, I hiked up a mountain while I was in LA. You gotta go, guy? Sad I can't be here to see you finish this dumpster fire, so I wish you good luck. Well, I wish you good luck in whatever you got to do tonight. May it be speedy and, well, glazed. Yes, glazed. Maybe you'll be back in time to catch it. Who knows how long the stream will go on, though. And it might be a short stream, depending how much of the game is left. Do you think if a man wore a wig and a thong and tried to look like a woman, that he could be successful on OnlyFans? Yes, as long as he advertised the fact that he is a man wearing all that, and then he would get the people who are into that. I'm pretty sure that actually exists. There are men on OnlyFans who do that. I'm away through Stephen King books. I'm currently reading The Shining. So are you starting at like his... Well, that is a lot of books to make your way through, I gotta say. How many novels has he written? I feel like he writes at least one a year, and has always written one a year. Sometimes maybe more than one a year. He's got to have over like 100 novels or so to his name, right? So that might take you a while, but hey, The Shining is a good one. I haven't read one of his books in a while, though. Most of his newer stuff doesn't really interest me. 65 novels and about 10 short story collections. It feels like there should be more novels than that. I feel like every time I go into like Walmart or like any book section in a store, there's like a new Stephen King novel that's been released. Dark Tower is cool. The first couple books are. I feel like the final 3 books in it were like a massive letdown. Didn't like them. Actually, I think my favorite Stephen King book is one of the books he wrote under his pen name, Richard Bachman. It's called The Regulators. And it's about this demon-possessed kid using childhood fantasies he brings to life to kill off an entire suburb. So he has like Power Rangers and like cowboys and Indians like rolling up in like multicolored vans and shooting big pyramids at people based off like his childhood drawings. Regulators and Desperation are my Desperation is the Stephen King version of it, where he like uses the same characters but in a totally different story. And Regulators is the Stephen Bachman version. It's kind of weird. Favorite King book is either The Green Mile or Shawshank, so the ones that are movies. What's up, fellas? Balak, welcome back, man. How you doing? How you doing? Not looking forward to the Dark Tower because I know I will hate the ending. You know what? The first 3 books of it are very good. 4th book is sort of alrightish in terms of like what it offers you. It's just the final 3 books that I didn't care much for. And some of them had good ideas, but ultimately I just wasn't into them. Isn't that basically a plot from the Twilight Zone? There's so many different Twilight Zones out there. Yes, it could be. Would be. I never really watched much Twilight Zone. I really only know about a few of the more famous ones. With the kid having like psychic godlike powers? Sort of, yeah. You love the ending of the Dark Tower? Hey, if you like time loops, you like time loops, I guess. How have I been? You know what? Been pretty good. Had a really good holiday. Came back and now I have a finished video to give you tomorrow. So, I'm all set. Looking forward to a good 2024. Until Dawn movie is in the work right now. How would that work? Like I said, you don't really need it. It's already basically a movie. The movies do have a special place, but I like how much of the Green Mile stuck to the book. Or at least 80-90% of it. I do remember the ending being slightly more of a downer in the Green Mile book, based on like how long that guy will be expected to live for. Or like, and suffer. Basically, it was like, I remember some people tried to calculate it, and it was like possibly thousands of years. Just watched a video tearing apart all the firearms in Starfield. That feels like a weird thing to tear apart. I mean, it is fantasy weapons can be allowed to do whatever, as long as they shoot and do damage. Who's to say? I mean, also, if you're gonna do sci-fi, you might as well make some cool weapons, right? You couldn't finish the Green Mile because of the mouse. The mouse is like the final thing in the ending of it, actually. The mouse is more important than you know. The mouse? There's a mouse in the Green Mile that is there for a reason. There are M1911s and AKs in Starfield, yeah, but they're like antiques, right? I think I got one of them. Grew up with gun tech, though. Gun tech. Gun technology. Fantasy weapons are fine. I don't care how impractical it is. Squall's gunblade is fucking cool. I will admit it was cool to my brain when I first saw it, too. It's like, it's a gun, but it's a sword. It doesn't really make any sense, but I like it. And he pulls a trigger and it does something. On further, as you get older, you like look back and like, you know, that was kind of dumb. But you know what? I still accept it for what it is. It was just like, they already did the big sword with Cloud, so they wanted to keep some kind of marketable thing going, so they came up with a gunblade. Rule of cool sometimes is a thing, chat. Sometimes you gotta go with what is marketable. Alright, so last time we were playing this, we had just got the artifact from like the NASA facility. And then we got a message that said like, the Starborn people are coming for us. So we gotta kill them. Shoot them dead. And I guess that'll be a good thing, right? Anyways. See, why could you not like this gun that looks like it's like made from a microwave? Or possibly like a vacuum cleaner. Who shot me? You know, this like sunbolt I have is kind of shitty. Maybe if there were vampires in the game, it'd be good. Alright, that's right, I can't just float up anymore. Is NASA punk worse than steampunk? It's just another one of those misuse of the word punk from marketing. It doesn't make any sense. What is punk about anything in this game? It's just like a stylistic guide is all it is. That's all usually whatever someone calls anything punk is just a style guide. Disregard anything that is called punk, chat, if it isn't cyberpunk. You're welcome. Nothing else is real. Except for my potential Cajun punk story. That is real. And actually serves a purpose other than just style guide. You know what? I don't want to deal with that. It's gonna be more shit I won't even bother picking up. I know, I like steampunk, and I'd like some good books and that. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna knock you if you like it. I've ranted more than enough on my on steampunk and other such things, so you probably don't want to hear it again. But if you like it, hey, more power to you. Like I said, to me, most of it is just like stylistic marketing. It doesn't really serve a purpose and narratively to call something punk. That's how I look at it. Alright. We must go up further. You okay, buddy?
We are the worthy. The heart is for gains.
You didn't come very well prepared for that, did you? Food. Are you even Cajun? No, I am not Cajun. But I had the idea for like a... what I thought is a pretty good idea for a story. That's never really finished it. Or like really put anything more than world building into it. And I thought calling it maybe like Cajun punk. Since it would have been set in Louisiana. You're Cajun? Hey, Cajun representation. However, I only find it amusing or like cool if you have like the thick Cajun accent. Like you need to sound like you're Gambit from the X-Men. By going mon ami, mon cher. You know that kind of I kid, by the way. Also eat crawfish. But yeah, it was I think the main character in it was going to be maybe Cajun, but it's going to be dealing with a lot of like, you know, very serious stuff. I've talked about this novel before, and I thought I had some solid ideas. I just never was able to put it all together. Maybe one day I'll try to go back and do it. Swell. What do I want to upgrade? Already done that one, so wait. There we go. Happy 21st, what? Happy 21st what? Is it your 21st? Happy 21st, whatever that we're celebrating. What about Broken English Punk, where everyone sounds like my Korean mother? You know what? That'd be an interesting idea. You should get on that. I'm always down for, like, new interpretations on writing styles. I have an entire book where everyone just is illiterate. Well, that's the wrong word. Just as, like, you know, they're only... English is their second language. Power required, huh? You like dark, complex, urban steampunk, in alternative universes? You probably like China Melville, his first 2 or 3 novels of which... Did he do Perdido Street Station? I think that's what it's called. It's one where there's like psychic moths that eat people's personality. Yeah, I've read that one actually. It was alright. I liked it. It had some good ideas. The steampunk in it didn't really feel so much like steampunk as it did just high fantasy. It felt more like Final Fantasy's ideas, like where it'll incorporate some steampunk in there, but it's mainly about like just extreme fantasy. So I didn't really have the same like, you know, visceral reaction and just like, ugh, steampunk. Fine, deep con, sealant. At this point, all I want is new med packs. A lot of boiler and steam. It's also a lot of magic and like fantastical stuff, so it kind of overwhelms I feel whatever steampunk elements are in there. I mean, there's a guy dating a lady who has a bug for a head. Oh, see, the gravity has still yet to like affect this panel. Alternative magic thaumaturgy. I think there's like a guy who can like reach his hands into your body or something, wasn't there? And also like a spider thing that like dips between realities. Yeah, it's been a while since I read that book, but I remember it had some good ideas to it. Am I not out of this place yet? We're left. I don't know what weapon that guy has, but I kind of want it. This weapon has proven really good, by the way. Been having fun with Dan Brown's books. They're terrible, but they're so fun. Well, I'm not familiar with Dan Brown's books. Why are they terrible? What's so bad about them? However, I'm running low on ammo on this, so I probably should stop using it for a bit. Let's go back to Unrestrained Vengeance. He's the author of the Da Vinci... Oh, that guy. Okay. Yeah, I can see why you're, like, finding them pretty bad. Again, these things only, like... They only have gravity once I touch them. You like with Melville is he justifies the magic with invented physical systems and rules. Yeah, it's pretty good. I do remember trying to read a steampunk novel called The Wind-Up Girl once that had some interesting concepts since it was actually set in the future. After, like, energy had all died off, like, all the natural resources were used up, so people had to resort to using, like, springs and shit to power things. But I remember just not liking it. It was like I had to force myself to keep reading. Their cliche adventures of writing as Hackney. I am aware that the Da Vinci Code is not that great. Very aware. I sure do like how Bethesda likes you to have to walk all the way out of their dungeons once you get to the bottom of them, unlike everyone else who's figured out it's best to just have you leave it after you're done there. Sorry, my message got mixed up way back and I didn't mean to read. Oh, you weren't rude. I mean, whatever it was, I must have not... Did I not read it? I'm sorry. Maybe I was rude. You can repost it if you want. His books are a prime example of someone writing an expert character without having any knowledge himself. When I read The Digital Fortress, one of the characters is a mathematician. Being a math major made me want to claw my eyes out with a... I do sometimes like it, though, when I come across something that I know more about than the author, and I can tell that they were just... Look, when you're writing a story, you're allowed to do some bullshit. If it's still a good story, that is. Still has to at least meet you there. So you can like completely butcher someone's profession and like area of knowledge. Because I've read novels where they talk about computers and it's like, this is all wrong. You know what? Still has me interested. So, you know what? It's perfectly fine. As long as the rest of it's good. Hey, Lucky, what's up? Welcome back. Your roommate called, had to leave the stream and I got caught up in the Nero stuff. You were very interested in the Nero discussion, were you? He is a very important figure in history. Hello, y'all. Happy beta update day. Wait, this thing got an update? I thought it was like put off. But also Infinite Pudding. Welcome to the stream, man. Or maybe Lady. Infinite Pudding could go either way. The beta is live today. You're talking about the update they planned for this, right? I mean, what did it improve? What did they make better? This still makes no fucking sense that you have to go all the way to the top of the tower to get on an elevator to take you down underground a launch tower where there's like a massive facility. So stupid. That's not how any of this works. Alright, my friends, or maybe friends over there. I'm gonna like... Yeah, there we go. Do it the best way. It's funny about the steampunk stuff, because I just watched your Bioshock Infinite vid. That's more diesel punk than steampunk, though. But it's the same issue. Diesel punk is a little bit more acceptable, because it usually doesn't get used as a marketing term as much. I rarely see anyone call their thing diesel punk. So Bioshock is just what it is. It doesn't really feel... It's not really steampunk or anything else. It just has elements of, like, some of this kind of fiction, where it's about the style and look. It's more like libertarian punk than anything. Alright, sipping the tea. Which one of you am I gonna have to kill? Both of you?
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
But I feel like you could have had both. I want more pirate fantasy because I love the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean. Really, I like the first one. The second 2, I feel, and all the ones since then, it kind of left the, I kind of lost something in those. But hey, pirates for a while were unsellable, and then they became sellable after, that. But, don't really have too many big pirate games, do we? Sacrificing Earth wasn't worth having grab drives, we lost our home. I don't quite understand what I found, can you explain?
Every grav drive in the settled systems was built on technology that came from an artifact that was discovered on Mars. But these early drives shook the gravity field surrounding Earth. Eventually, the atmosphere started to slowly sputter away into space. That is why Earth is uninhabitable. The artifact gave the scientists a greater understanding of time and space, but not the wisdom to see where that would lead.
The settled systems wouldn't exist without the artifacts, in other words. We owe what happened here in NASA a great debt.
I don't know, I don't know if sacrificing all of Earth was worth it.
Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
But you still get that in space, though, right?
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice.
So when are you two going to drop a new album? Daft Punk. Actually, aren't Daft Punk retired? Kind of forgot.
Choose for them.
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That is why we watch.
I don't know, these powers haven't been making me feel all that powerful. I can shoot a sunbolt at people and it barely does any damage. This is the first Bethesda game you finished the main story of. You love it? I mean, I'm not exactly thrilled with this game, but hey, if you like it, more power to you. Hope it continues to entertain you. I've been very underwhelmed by it. Then again, I am not a big Bethesda guy. I've mostly never finished most of their games. Emissary is right, the artifacts need to be in the right hands. The hunter is right, the only real rule is who gets all the artifacts. You're both wrong. This time someone other than a Starborn made a decision. Is this me choosing my ending? This feels a bit like me choosing my ending. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning toward this one.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he is right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
Alright, should we side with our cowboy friend? We'll side with our cowboy friend.
Thank you.
Well, can't say I didn't try. We'll settle this at the usual place.
The buried temple. We'll be there.
You're lucky I'm a man of my word. I'll see you there.
Stay for a moment. You must have questions about what happens next.
Are we choosing the third option? I thought about it, but it's like, then I'll have to fight two of these guys, and like, what's the buried temple?
There's always a final artifact in a specific temple. The hunter and I agreed that whoever you sided with, the other would wait there. Expect anything and everything. Other Starborn, human mercenaries and defenses, alien creatures under mind control. It's all fair game.
Wouldn't we attack the hunter now?
He and I have made a number of agreements over the years. If you can even call them years at this point.
Surprisingly, it's possible to
We
talk
let him
them both
go.
down, really.
In exchange,
Teleporting
he'll
used to
wait
be
at
a
the
dick. In
buried
that case, he was just teleporting away. He
temple.
wasn't
You'll be
like
able to
doing it
prepare any way you
mid-conversation.
can before then.
Which is like necessary for the whole dick thing.
There is a temple for every artifact. You should find as many as you can. You will need their power.
No, I'm good.
I will meet you in orbit above the buried temple. We'll face what's there together.
Okay. Can I just like carry more stuff? That's all I actually want anymore. Well, can I breathe better at the very least? Use up all available oxygen 20 times. What? I don't even know what that means. Fine, I'll upgrade my combat. Okay, I'm gonna rant a little bit here for a second. I hate the fact that to level up, you gotta do two things now. You gotta first get your skill points to level up, and then if you want to like start ranking it, you gotta also do challenge progress. You gotta do these freaking challenge things. I hate it. It's so annoying. It's like, just let me use my skill points. God damn it. No need for all of this. Rapid reloading, sniper certification. Targeting, unlock increased accuracy and range when shooting without aiming. Marks up to one enemy within 25 that damages you. Rapid reloading. It increases critical hit chance by non-automatic ranged weapons by 3%. Use healing items 50 times. So I can't even like get this more of it because of that. I've been playing games that are actually quite fun. Don't rub that in my face. Why would you come here to say just that? It's like I've actually been playing fun games. I play fun games too, you know. Just not right now. Where's my ship? Where the next game will bring back skill points? I don't know. I'm starting to feel like Bethesda is a bit of a lost cause. Because this game still was like the second best-selling game of the year, only behind like, well, not the second best-selling, but it was close. Like, I think it was only like Call of Duty and maybe like Harry Potter that outsold it. My suffering is funny. It is, I can't deny it. You'd still play this over high on life? High on life is just a little bit annoying because the characters don't shut up, but they do give you the option to shut them up, right? You should do a couple of nights playing games you enjoy. That's the way I prefer to do things. But I might be playing some indie games after I finish this tonight. Like the next couple streams might be some indie stuff. Or just some weird stuff, who knows. Or I might go back and play. I don't know if I want to play more Dragon's Dogma, honestly. I kind of want to wait for Dragon's Dogma 2 to come out. I was really just playing that game to get a feel for it, like the original. But I could go back and play some more of it, maybe. I just don't know if I want to finish it. Does this game even have classes, functionally speaking? No, it doesn't. All you have is, like, your perks. That's all Bethesda wants to do is perks. Like, yeah, you got your perks. And that's really it. Do a solo run in Baldur's Gate. That would take a while. And I'd kind of, if I was going to do that, I'd probably want to wait until I'm also streaming on YouTube. So, like, you'll let everyone watch that as well. God, Earth is... Alright, I understand that the atmosphere disappeared on Earth, but where'd all the buildings go? Like, why is this one NASA tower and a, derelict spaceship the only thing that didn't, like, disappear on Earth? How does that make any sense? Cult of the Lamb got an update. Also, there's that new Prince of Persia game. The new Prince of Persia game apparently isn't bad, but it doesn't really, like, made me want to play it. And I feel like, I don't really feel like going back into Cult of the Lamb because, I had my fun with it. I don't really feel like I want to play more of it. Just, like, slight content update. Need to run and use up your O2 so you can increase your carry skill. I mean, I gotta keep... I feel like I've done that plenty of times, though. This is dumb that they want you to do that just so you can, like, do a challenge. It's alright. I'll be alright. No need to overly concern ourselves with the game's mechanics. Guess what? The UC Berkeley has fighting gains classes for 2 credits, and the final exam is Swiss style tournament. Well, I certainly didn't guess all that. Are you getting into it? Is that what you're gonna be doing? You're gonna be learning some fight. Also, how's the stream running? This game is always making me wonder if it like lags for like the stream or something. Artillery screen. Add the artifact. Oh, there's where my cargo hold was. I can finally clean up all my shit. Hold on, Chad. We're like delittering my spaceship. A trip over something in here. Oops. Okay, resources. All the resources go inside. We can just do all that, actually. Wait. Oh, no. Transfer name. Let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. I don't even have this crap on me. Jettison. Jettison. Credits? Yeah, I'll take money. Wait, what is all? I don't remember picking up any of this shit. Whatever. Wait, I'm confused. Am I putting all this stuff on me, or am I putting it where I'm supposed to be putting it? Help, you're stuck in an ad. Nothing I can do about it. You stay there and you make me money. Okay, I don't really need any of these. Oops. No. You should offer your voiceover services on Cameo. Don't you have to use your phone though on Cameo? I mean, it'd be better to do it on like Fiber or something probably for me. I am confused. Am I putting all this stuff on me? I am putting all this. Oh God, I've been like dumping it in my pocket. Right. I want to transfer shit into my cargo hold. Why is it not working the way I want it to? Okay, here we go. I think I got it working now. Hitman. We're not really using that anymore. That is a stupid looking gun. I'm gonna keep it on me. All right, good. Alright, I think I'm now in a pretty good place. As long as I get all this stuff off me. Store all. You just hit the button. There we go. I think we're now very light. Yeah, there we go. That's what I needed. We're 88 pounds, boy. To be fair, most of the guns in this game look stupid. You know what? As long as they shoot, I'm fine with it. I've solved my weight problem. Dart Daddy. I have many names. Why remove the hallucinogen? Just take it. What am I gonna use it for? Getting high ain't gonna make this game better. Just realized how penile looking the front of my ship looks. That bad? It could be worse, honestly. Where's my grav drive depowered? Ooh, how far are we going? Okay, we got a long trip ahead of us, chat. Gonna take quite a few loading screens here. Set course. Set course, Mrs. Mark. Have you heard the cope for this game? Like the excuse that space is boring? Yes, I've gone over that. That was just them. Bethesda knows their game is boring. They're aware, but they still had to sell it. They'd spent years making it. They had to like put it out there. So they're like, you know what? Space isn't exactly as exciting as you probably think it is. You think there's a lot of stuff to do on the moon? No. Kill me. Missions. Please just get this over with. Go set course. Hey, you're playing Asteroids? I blew it up by crashing it into it. Makes perfect sense. You want to be one of Shadowheart's memories. People will be... I've noticed there's been a lot of, like, Shadowheart love recently. Oh, cool. It's one of these, like, you know, random events that I've totally seen like a dozen times. Where it's two evil ships attacking like a good ship. I've done a good. Random as well. This is how actual space combat works.
Happy fly, stranger. That got a little too exciting back there. My crew wants you to know how much we appreciate the help. Any way we can repay you?
Money.
Of course. Can't stay here gabbing all day. Fly safe.
Tell the next random encounter, stranger. Such a good. Did I do a really good? I wasn't paying attention. I need to bring back my old trademark of "you fool." I haven't done that in a while. My old trademark, chat. How many of you were here for the "you fool" days? Only the true fans remember the "you fools." Long time ago. Used to be what I say whenever something would go wrong. We're here for Jekt giving you shit. I've given you all the ability to deploy Jekt whenever you wish. He is with us in every game now. We bring him with us. You were here for that, Jerusalem? You were here for that? You fool! Again? Fine. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Can't shoot me if I'm run up your ass, you know. God, this space combat is some shit. Am I out of energy? I think I'm out of energy. I think I'm about to die. Whatever. They're not getting anything of value off my corpse. You've been here since I streamed Kingdom Hearts 2? That has indeed been quite a long time. I'm just gonna like jump out of here quickly. Nope, leaving you behind, lady. This is like the boringest part of The Expanse. I've never actually watched that show, but I'm assuming it's a much better piece of like well-written space drama than this. We're almost there. Heisenberg. Heisenberg, you say? Welcome to the meth planet, chat. That better be what you can mine off this world. Todd, we have to cook. Heisenberg getting paid. Acquire the power on Heisenberg. Oh, you can get a power here, huh? You can get meth powers here, chat. But I have no idea where it is, and I don't care. Would you ever play a Breaking Bad video game? Is there a Breaking Bad video game? How would that work? Would that be like a GTA game? Whatever, we're leaving the meth universe behind. Dope Wars T181. Taking the hobbits to Heisenberg. Oh, wow. We got so many good meme songs out of the Lord of the Rings. We got boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Taking the hobbits to Isengard, a few others. That's how you know a good movie, Chad, when everyone turns every weird line into a song. Du love the happenings leap, cloud your mind. Share the load. What's taters? Gallop. What's taters?
Calling for help isn't usually how I work, but you'll be surprised how eager the other Starborn were to join in.
Don't be a pussy now. Even after everything you've done, I'd still give you a chance to surrender peacefully. I'm going to enjoy blasting you and your friends into the vacuum of space.
You know what? I actually appreciate that. I do. But we both know why we're here. So, let's not wait any longer.
Do I have to really do space combat shit? How do you actually like fight and like avoid shit in this game? In this game, space combat. Cool. All right, how do you heal yourself when you're taking damage? I kind of forget how you do that. Use an item? Yeah, but what button do you press? Help me. And my shield is back online. Back here. There's one destroyed. Ah, no, 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 no. Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. How do you... Oh god, I hate this game. Space Combat so fucking much. I'm gonna be here for a while, I think, chat. This is gonna be where I maybe end the game, because I just hate it. I don't... This isn't exactly a combat ship, I don't think. Press 0 to repair your ship? Okay. 0 or O? Isn't there a way to, like, dodge missiles, too? Need to stay on his ass. He's the one that's a threat. Why am I adrift? What the fuck? What's happened? I'm like listless. This is very cinematic, but I would like to be able to control my ship, please. My ship dead or something? Oh god, this game is garbage. Help. Like, my controls are busted. Ship is currently hammered right now. Yeah, oh, okay, I'm back. I'm about to die, though. It's like stuck in cinematic mode. Oh god, I hate it. Hate it, Chad. Divert power to the hamburger drive. I like this universe you've created already.
I admit, calling for help isn't usually how I work.
The pizza warp engine. I got destroyed again. Fuck. I don't know if I have any repair kits on me, because I'm hitting both circle and 0 and nothing seems to heal me.
I admit, calling for help isn't you. Fine.
Lock your ass fools. I knew there was going to be a moment where I was going to be punished for not wanting to engage in this game's stupid, like, shipbuilding. I knew there was going to be a moment where that came about.
I admit, calling for help isn't usually how I work. But you'll be...
Yeah.
That's the
find the other ships to shoot at. No, 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 no. Hide behind the thing. See, this is why I didn't want to have, like, to fight both of those ships at the same time, so I had to have a friend in one of them, chat. Yeah, I don't know if I have any repair kits, because I can't seem to repair anything. Or maybe I do, I don't know. Fucking stop! Why? What? No, why am I getting out of my seat? I despise this fucking game. Can't kill me if I'm not controlling my ship, huh? Can you? Oh. Oh, is that a strat? I got my health back. Did I just develop a cheat? Let's get at. When I'm about to die, get out of the seat. It's like walking away from the game. These ships have much better turning radiuses than my piece of shit. How engaged are you in this epic space battle now, chat? Fuck's sake. You know, I've already learned the strategy. Just get out of the seat. They don't attack me anymore, I don't think. Or do they? Maybe they do. Maybe I'm being stupid. I'm gonna make a save here because I feel I've done some damage and I don't want it to like start this fight over again if I die again. Good. If I can destroy this one, then we're good. that everybody?
We've beaten some of his allies, but the hunter himself seems to have retreated.
Thank God.
Let's take this to the ground.
Never make me do space combat again. What's at the buried temple anyway?
You'll see soon enough, but expect anything. Enemy starborn, human mercenaries, alien creatures. Whatever it takes to stop us. I'll meet you there. Be ready.
Chad, I've actually never seen space combat done this poorly. It's actually impressive. To the buried temple, then. I'm assuming this is the final level. We've arrived. It's even close to the worst space combat of all time. KOTOR is a thing? KOTOR did... Wait, are you talking about the MMO? Because KOTOR 1 and 2 didn't really have space combat. I think they had turret sequence, didn't they? That was about it. Did they? I don't remember them having space combat, but it's been a while. Maybe I just forgot it. My ship ain't looking too good. That ain't the good healthy smoke.
Hello, old friend. The hunter will be below with the final artifact. His allies will be throwing everything they have at us.
So I guess if I'd sided with the hunter, we'd be fighting this guy then, right? Don't even remember the space combat in KOTOR, but it has been a very... Hey, that game also had Pazak, which was like the shitty, really shitty card game. That I guarantee you very few people ever bother playing. What do we got? Credits. You have to play Pazak to max Aton's affinity to make him a Jedi. Which one was Aton again? Aton? I don't remember that character. The pilot? You could make him a Jedi? From, like, being really good at cards? I didn't even know you could make him a Jedi. The Han Solo? Yeah, I did not know he could become a Jedi. Every member of your team are force sensitive and can be made... I am just now learning this. I thought only, like, it was really like the characters who are already, like, Jedi could be Jedi. I think that... Yeah. What? So, like, what about the Wookiee on your team? Could he be a Jedi? As well as the Twi'lek, I think they're called, the friend of it. I'm specifically speaking about KOTOR 2. Okay, I was talking about the first one. I know Twi'leks can be Jedi. I didn't think the Wookiees could be though. Yeah, I thought we were talking about KOTOR 1. Because I was gonna say I didn't think those guys, most of your team there, could be turned into Jedis. I did play that game quite a bit, and I never came across that. You know what, chat? It's very lucrative to loot the dead. You're gonna shave your head tomorrow? Is this for like a reason, or are you just like, you know what? I'd rather have, well, that's something low maintenance. Be well, move friends. You leaving us, Mike? You leaving us? Getting a full Jedi team in KOTOR 2 is a long, but it's worth it to watch them try to beat up Kreia one by one only to get bitched out. I actually never really played KOTOR 2. My little brother played it. I played the hell out of KOTOR 1, but for some reason I just never really got into KOTOR 2. I think I was more interested in like Jade Empire at that time. It was like, yeah, fuck yeah, Kung Fu RPG. I've mentioned before how hype I was for Jade Empire. When I was like watching every trailer and like gameplay thing that came out for that, I was like, I can't wait to fucking play this game. Jade Empire was gorgeous. It was definitely it's a game, it was flawed, but I still enjoy. I would like to stream it at some point, but getting that game to work is a pain in the ass. I have not managed to do it yet.
Some enterprising starborn lured human mercenaries here. They built this facility. Another layer to get past before we can reach the temple. Expect more starborn along the way.
Well, hey, if all their corpses have med packs on it, I'm perfectly fine with this. It was an old PC game. Yeah, probably the easiest way of playing it would be like to just run an Xbox simulator or something. Dart, there are probably some hints in the discussion forum. Trust me, I've looked there. None of them have ever worked for me. Because there's been several times where I wanted to stream it, I just could not get it to work. One day I will. One day I will stream it for everyone. Because it didn't really... not a lot of people played that game. It didn't do all that well. Hold on, I gotta kill people, chat. Ow. Finally, the music has picked up. Which option did I choose? I choose the side with my cowboy friend. Whoops. Because, you know what? You're gonna need an ally. Start chucking grenades. Oh, they're chucking grenades at me, though. Where's my friend at during all this combat, by the way? I don't see him helping me much. Alright, time to switch it up. I've noticed this gun is just very effective at killing these guys. I think this actually may be the most combat I've ever had in this game, Chad. Definitely the most combat. Celery. This isn't even a bullet sponge, it's a bullet slime. Good way of putting it, I guess, yeah. I guess I can't get up there. Thanks for all your help. He's like one of those cats that you hold in the air and it'll still move its legs because it thinks it's falling. This is why you don't team up with Starborn, Chad. They do silly things like this. Oh, there, he finally fell. Make sure I get all these trauma packs. I'm probably gonna need them. Aluminium. Alright, I think I've rated everything. I need to put some new weapons on my list too, because some of them I've taken off. Let's see. Yeah, I said I was gonna try this weapon out, didn't I? Yeah, sure, why not? That's what's already attached there. I think I might have accidentally put my, like, grenade launcher away. Oh well. Could we still be playing this game 2 years from now? What makes you think I would ever do that? Huh? Why would I want to do that for? No, this is the last stream of this game. The last stream of it, chat. But no mine. Look, all I want is med packs. Just give me those and I'm good. Says you will, not would you? What? This may be strange, but I love your Elden Ring playthrough. I play it sometimes asleep instead of the sim videos. Hey, I'm glad it's helped you out. What do you love about it, by the way? Yeah, that was a very good game, so I was pretty happy the entire time. I just got frostbit. Oh, game. But hey, we should be getting the DLC for that game pretty soon. I'm assuming this year. Possibly the first half of it. What's up, Goat? How you doing, man? Armor pack, storage crate. Sure, we'll unlock this one. It's gotta be something good, right? I just fucked up already. God, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. No, I hate the freaking mini lock thing in this game. Ugh. That's like, you know what? I'll do it. I got plenty of picks. And like, you know what? I hate this mini game. Let's not do it.
Death is only the beginning.
We are the generic NPCs who say. Oh, they brought them back to life. I see. I think that is one of the Starborn powers, right? Raising the dead.
Arise, defend the temple once more.
Oh shit, a lot of dudes. A lot of dudes over there. Oh. Can you guys come down here and fight? I'm a little out of breath. You know, I can't really breathe very deeply in this game. Thank you. You think Cloud is more Twinkie than Sephiroth? They're both Twinks. It doesn't really matter which one is more Twinkie. Just one is an evil twink and one is a hero twink. Soundtrack is raging out of control. I guess that is a word you could use to describe it. I don't know if I'd call this raging though. This is just like, hey, we got drums, let's use them. And I really wish I'd not got rid of my grenade launcher, but I don't think I had any more rounds for it anyways. Now let's start taking that orange juice. We might need it. Calling field rations. What else have we got? Nothing. Question is, are they going to bring Wedge back in Rebirth because he really didn't seem him die? That's the question that they're clearly waiting to, like, tell us. I feel like you're going to see all three of those people in the new game. Like, Jesse is either like a hologram at the whatever it is, the gold saucer, or they're actually there in, like, the alternate reality. We don't really know. It's going to be one of those confusing things, no matter what it is. But you know what? It might still be interesting. Alright, I think I've just about looted everything. Jessie shows up, I live, bitch. Well, she didn't live in, like, the main universe, but she's probably alive in Zax or something. Is the current running theory. Is that everything? Got plenty of rounds for weapons I'm not using. Thank you. I think Jessie is a V. It wouldn't really... I don't know how they would explain Jessie being like a VR actress at the Gold Saucer unless they like borrowed... like they like turned dead people into performers. Which I guess isn't outside the realm of what Shinra might do. Is anyone as annoyed with multiverse shit as I am? It depends on how it's done. You can do it low-key and not have it be that obnoxious. It's usually best to keep them separate as well. In we go. Okay, that actually I did bring my grenade launcher with me. I just have very few ammo for it. We'll save those. You know what? Let's use my stupid looking revolver. Look at this stupid looking thing, chat. It's so ridiculous looking. Like, we need a revolver, but we need it to be sci-fi. Just like add a lot of unnecessary things on it that do nothing but make the gun look big and fancy. Like MK12. MK12 is not a good example of a multiverse. One of the worst examples. Let me fire this hand cannon. Yeah, just eject the entire, like, cylinder. You don't need to, like, change bullets. Find Grendel, caseless. Boom Pop root beer. Yeah. Two parallel timelines running concurrently. Garrus, yes, was not in your time god manual. Also, did you not watch any of the Marvel movies, Liu Kang? It would have explained this to you. I don't know why it's so foreign to you. But I've already made fun of Mortal Kombat enough. I don't need to go over that again. Let it lie. You need a chamber to create enough pressure for the bullet to fly straight through the barrel. This is the kind of stuff people were talking about. It's literally insane. Like I said, when it comes to like video games, there's plenty of dumb-looking weapons out there and dumbly animating weapons as well. But it's not one of those things I would ever personally sin because it's just whatever. As long as it shoots and does damage. Or it's at least fun to use. I could care less if the gun is stupid looking in a video game. Though there are levels of stupidity. There are sometimes a gun is just like, how does this even work? Like, this could just, you know, be... Maybe it's not shooting regular bullets, you know? Maybe it's not using gunpowder. And that's why it has to look the way it is. Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. What's up, Carabones? How you doing? Hi, I feel like you gotta do the Simpsons voice. Hi, everybody. Let's see. That one seems obvious. Maybe not that one. Give me something good. My friend was talking about how bad MK1 was, and I told him to watch your vid. Did he watch it? He's like, yep, agree with everything this guy said. Red Harvest wheat. Fuck yeah, sandwiches. Oh, I sure hit the payload coming in this room. Udon, yeah, why not? Maybe that one. This one's gonna be a bit tricky. Yeah, I've already fucked it up. You know what? Don't care. You know, is there like a button that does these automatically for you? Why isn't there auto slot? Yeah, do it. Auto slot again. One more time. Oh, I don't have any more auto slots. Shit. There we go. this game getting any better as time goes. It's getting worse. No. I had to do like an entire like flight combat moment, which was no fun at all. Now I'm unlocking doors and shit. Guess we're trying to get down there. Everything's in advanced lock. Ugh. Whoever designed this minigame is a monster. It's just straight up evil. Okay, gotta save that one. No, I don't think I... You know what? I don't care. I don't need in that room. I hate the lockpicking minigame so much. And I will continue to complain about it. No, I'm not doing any more locks. I'm not doing any more locks, chat. Nice way to go. Yay. What, are you congratulating me and not liking the lock minigame?
See that anomaly? The temple's artifact is reacting to all the fighting. It might be the
They're
only
making
way
me do
through.
this again? They're making me do this again. It's like, that was a nice mechanic. You probably don't want to build everything around it, but cool.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong? Shouldn't we...
Would you shut up?
You've been
Both
playing
of you
old
do
Star
your
Wars game
job.
lately, namely
Clank
Jedi
is on
Knight
his way.
games with Kyle Katarn. Jedi... the ones were... what is it? Jedi... no, shit. It's yeah, it's the PC one that has really good lightsaber combat. It's, Jedi Order or something like that? I forget. Jedi Knight 2, yeah. I always heard that one's really good.
What are you waiting for?
When?
How do you know about Barrett? You sneak into my files? We'll be talking about this later, Dusty. Now get in that cavern.
Don't look at me. I've done
This
my part.
is basically the beginning of the game when I was a minor talk. Wait, are they gonna like... Alright, are they gonna like point out to me that I'm actually... have been a Starborn this entire time or something? No, you came from another universe and we just like... put you in the
enough
same... I don't know,
talking,
we'll
man.
see.
Go.
They're gonna do something stupid with me. Still trying to find magic space rocks? Yes, that is what we're actually currently doing. The final space rock. He doesn't know? Yeah, I've been... my brain turns off when I play this. I'm assuming now that we're like... that we've stepped in this other dimension. It's like we're gonna find ourselves or kill ourselves. Who knows? Oh, this is... okay, what? Oh. That's the first one we ever found over there.
Are you alright? That was a shift in space-time. A dip into the multiverse. We'll have to go through a few more to reach the center.
How did you get through without going through it, though?
Both. Neither. Something much like yours, I suspect. A beginning, a regret, or a surprise. All right. Keep yourself steady.
How was the vacation? He asked again. Oh, I'm sorry if I missed your comment. It was great, actually. Saw a lot of cool stuff. Ate some really good food. enjoyed warm weather. That was nice too. It's nice being in somewhere warm for the winter for the first time. I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna go. I must kill. I know there's a lot of enemies. Reload already. Thank you. We need those laser cartridges. Fighting a bunch of rock'em sock'em robots right now, Chad. An endless amount, it feels like. No, I don't need that. Actually, it is an endless amount. I just gotta take care of this guy. This is gonna keep going. I'll go Starfield. The slog is continuing. In fact, it has only gotten more slog. Assembly item, auto robots, remote control. They work for me now. This game more or less padding compared to Assassin's Creed. Actually, this has not really been padding. They don't really need to pad out a Bethesda open world game since they put so much like shit into it that there's like plenty for you to already do if you choose to. You can actually get to the main quest pretty quickly without too much, you know, time wasted. It's just that it's always kind of boring, so it doesn't feel like it was time well spent. Boudica. Assuming that's a drug. So it feels like padding, but it's mainly just because you're bored. At least that's how I would describe it. Also, hey, look at that. Polycarp gifted a sub to Carebones. Thank you, Polycarp. Thank you very much. Like I've been through here. Yes, I have. But is it like monotonous? This game, yes. Chat, I've been formulating my thoughts on this game a lot today, and I've come to like what I think is a pretty good description of it. Let me run it past you and see if you agree. This game is actually almost like a lot of contradictions is the best way of describing it. In that it is a big game, but it also feels incredibly tiny. It's a complex game, but also feels incredibly simplified. Somehow it manages to have both of these states going on at the same time, and not... I don't even know how it... Well, actually I do know how it does that. It's a big game, but the plot feels incredibly small. It feels like the plot of this game could play out in a Walmart parking lot, and despite it taking place over the course of an entire galaxy. It's like nothing about the plot really uses all the space they created other than like having you go to locations, like way markers, but you never feel like you're actually traveling anywhere. Nice summary. Yeah, it's like the plot is too tiny for the world. I'm gonna make the argument that the bigger you make your game world, the bigger your gameplay has to be to fill it with, to make it, you know, worthwhile. And they didn't really scale up the gameplay in any way or the plot to match the scale or like the scope they've been trying to present with this game. Also, where the fuck does this door add? I guess maybe I was going the right way. Schrodinger, Starfield, yeah, it's a bit like how, you know how a wave can be both particle, or like, I mean, particles can be both wave or particle depending on if they're observed or not. This game's like, every element of this game is sort of like that. It can be both. It can be both big and small at the same time, but it never really meshes. This way? The cave off limits. Ultraviolet protocols in effect in there. No one goes inside the cave. There was no mention of this cave on the brief. Structures in there. Commander man-made. Or I don't know, alien-made. I've lost 2 recon teams and 1 rescue team. None of them made it. Sealing out the site. Yeah. Into the anomaly. Hey, I remember this place.
We have visitors! Wadek, you didn't tell me we have visitors.
We have visitors.
Welcome.
What's the plans on games after this? Well, I have a bit of time before any new big releases, so I'm gonna like mainly play smaller stuff for a bit, or like, and not focus on like doing a bunch of big shit for a while until like the next round of releases come out. Because starting next month, I do have a lot of big stuff. It's about to finish the most important collection, the Central Shown, and not you again.
I'm impressed. How did you... You don't deserve the final artifact. This life you've led, you're nothing but a thief, an opportunist, a liar.
Not fair. Would have gladly paid for the item if you would let me out. That's right. I saw what I needed. I took it. Whoever's doing this, I don't appreciate these little time capsules of yours.
You think you have a right to the infinite? You're nothing! Guards!
This time we actually kill him. I'm burning. It hurts. You guys got any med packs on you? Heal paste? That'll do. The collector's outfit, sure, why not? Those jellyfish in the jar remind me of that time the US sent jellyfish to space. The jellyfish massively multiplied, and when they came back to Earth, they didn't float right because they weren't used to gravity. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to have kids in space, for any species.
The temple is testing you. Always.
What? Have I got any more of these? Man, this game does not want to give you explosive ammo much, does it? Start using my little Mac 10 here. Space Mac. Can't really train jellyfish? Sadly, no, I don't think you can. Down we go.
In the end, the search for the artifacts always ends here.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Rook. Come on. You can make
Oh,
it.
that's me.
Barely stepped on the juryman's road.
But
with
his
this.
leg is sticking to
Can't
my
see
head,
another
so it's
soul
kind of
off
hard to
the
tell.
void so soon.
They've ruined a cool moment.
No.
Oh, and then I animate like
I'll
that.
pour one out to the
Like a
blackest
fucking
sea
zombie.
for you, Rook.
I make a good-looking corpse, chat. Hey, does it freak you out seeing me, like, standing here? The same one lying dead on the floor? Cave ladder, don't freak out.
What the? Crix's ghost? What kind of cruelty is this? Is some starborn trick? Come to mock me before you twist the blade?
Listen to me, the artifacts, they point to a multiverse, a place called the Unity. Tack, I always did wonder if I could take you one-on-one.
Multiple universes? You're a visitor jumping through the gates of space and time?
Losing a member is hard, but we make it through. Keep going. Don't care who died, even if it was me. It's nothing next to the power we uncover. I'd give away all the artifacts. You know what? There we go.
Not sure if you're just a reflection of a shattered brain, but okay. I get your meaning. Well, ghost from the other side. I'll keep what you said rolling around in my head for a spell. But for now, wouldn't mind if you gave me a bit. I just lost a friend.
A very handsome friend. Can I not, like, rob myself? I bet I got some med packs on me. Let me take those off him. He ain't gonna need them. Shit. You died? This is a different universe I'm in right now, and apparently in this universe I did die. Instead of, like, the cowboy friend.
Don't know if you're... My mind must be going, but I'm actually talking to you, aren't I?
Pop.
There. The last temple. Once we get inside, be ready. With so much power gathered here, anything can happen.
Take the Adam Jensen cowboy from the universe back with you? Well, we've already got this one in our universe. Load the player up with everything, huh? Beast Hunter Shock Troop Balance Pack. Okay. Flying Equinox. We're flying Equinox. Don't need those. Chad, do you think we're about to fight the final boss? Modified Auto Rivet. Alright, let me check out some of these guns I just picked up. Disassembled calibrated mag shot? Yeah, I'll check that out. That sounds pretty cool. Auto rivet. Remember when multiverses used to surprise us? To be honest with you, I've never really been a fan of multiverses. I've never really been that, impressed with them either. Alright. Picked up everything they offered me. Oh, you gonna take any of this stuff with you? You don't want any for yourself? Multiverses are basically the last thing you do when you run out of ideas. So you're like, oh, what if we just start doing the stuff we've already done? But also now with, like, different versions of the characters. Wouldn't that be cool? It's the way we can keep the franchise going, right? I almost consider multiverses to... Not always, but they can be the death knell of something if they're not done correctly. Yeah, I do not get much ammo for this gun. They did give me more explosive ammo, thankfully, though. This reminds me of, like, a weapon from Dead Space. Is there anything about this game you enjoy? I enjoy discussing it and talking about what's wrong with it. There's that. I enjoy when the bugs happen and make it funny.
Gaze into the abyss of the infinite.
This is my squeak toy gun.
Face yourself. Witness
Wait, is that me? That's me, I think I'm fighting, actually. Stop cloning me, it's my IP. Can you defeat yourself? I guess I did. I don't see him anymore. Will you steal Kojima's lunch money if given the chance? Probably a lot of lunch money he has. I've entered the public domain. Oh no, that means you're gonna make a shitty horror movie around me, like everything else enters the public domain now. Why has that become the trend? As soon as something like a sweet, innocent, like children's piece of entertainment becomes public domain, let's turn it into fucking horror. Let's make it into a really bad horror movie now. Chat, if you're gonna make a horror movie out of me, I demand you make a good one. Let's get fully healed. You never know what we're gonna be facing. And also load everything up. Should probably change what grenades I'm using as well. We got better than frag grenades now. Impact grenade, inferno mine, shrapnel grenade. It looks like something you get a juice out of. Actually the fragmentation grenade does more damage. Maybe I will stick with that. We'll go for the impact grenade though. Let's see, you got favorited though, right? And fragmentation, inferno mine. Go with the fragmentation mine. Actually, I want another grenade. I don't really like the mines. You see the new Indiana Jones trailer? Yes, I did. I did see it. It's promising, even though it does have Todd Howard's name at the very beginning of it. That's always a worry these days, I feel. It seems like it's hitting everything correctly, but it's gonna be hard to tell. I don't know. It all depends on what they want to do with it, what the plot's gonna be. It feels like no one really understands Indiana Jones anymore. Like, at least since the 80s ended. Maybe he was just something you could only make in the 80s. I don't know. Is it a game? Yes, it is a game from same developers who made the most recent Wolfenstein games. It's in first person, but also has moments where you go into third person when you're platforming. I mean, I played an Indiana Jones game a few years ago that I really enjoyed, even though it was kind of janky. You wish Dart would hit you correctly? You want me to hit you? Machine games? Yeah. So how's No Man's Sky? I wish I was playing No Man's Sky. That game has better technology.
I guess I shouldn't be too surprised you made it this far. Serves me right for not being convincing enough.
There's only one way this ends. This is for Sam, you son of a bitch. We don't have to fight. Hand over the artifact. Let's see if we can talk him down.
Is this where you give your big speech? Let's hear it.
Oh well, okay. There has to be a universe where I've already won this. He didn't like that.
It does tend to become a bore.
That's right, buddy. The game ain't worth it. I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, I only got one turn left. You know, if a more persuasive version of myself wanted to pop in for another universe, now's the time. You've been to thousands of universes. Do something different in this one. Something new. Something the developers could have thought of doing as well.
By just letting you walk away with the artifacts.
Is this the final boss? I think so, yes.
I've listened, and I'm not impressed.
Yeah, well, you're no Dagoth either. I'm a god. How could you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. Alright, use the rivet gun. This gun kind of sucks. Holy shit, this gun is bullshit. Thank God he killed all these people I don't like. I tried to kill them at the funeral, you know. Hello there, what's up, Nostra? How you doing? Wait, what? Why are you... Okay, whatever. Oh, we gotta kill Sam. Sam, no. Universe where they all hate me? Must have made a lot of bad conversations. Shit, don't die. Heal. Fuck. You'd be more interested in the Indiana Jones game as third person. You know, I've noticed a lot of first-person hate in recent years. Like, a lot of people complain about Cyberpunk as this first-person as well. I've never really understood why everyone's like, you know what I fucking hate first-person games. Why does that become a thing? Maybe I can convince him this time.
You're worried about my life.
I think you have to have high social skills to be able to convince them. I've only put 1 point into it.
So, what's one more? That's how the multiverse works. Violence and power are constants wherever you go.
Thoughts on Troy Baker playing Indy? I'm fine with it. It seems like probably the better choice.
And I'm not impressed.
After 2 weeks of testing every single component in my rig and passing 100%, but PC still froze no matter what I thought. The GPU and second SSD? Okay, I gotta... no, I fixed it and it was neither of them, so what was actually busted then? What the fuck? I didn't even get a chance to be in that dimension. Oh, sweet, the nightclub. Okay, give me a gun that'll shoot. We can just get all the artifacts from him now. And we got a new weapon that I'm assuming is very good. Seemed like it's legendary. Unmitigated violence. Wow. I know, right? Very impressed. Am I winning, son? I think it just maybe beat the game. We'll see, though. What do you think of that?
You've done it. The temple's artifact is yours.
You know, ours? You mean we're a team? I'll need your artifacts as well to complete the artillery. And I expect more of this in the next universe that's fighting?
No, this was your victory. You've proven that you're ready to enter the Unity. I know we aren't from the same universe, but it kind of feels like old times. Here, all the artifacts I've gathered.
Once the artillery is complete, how does it lead me to the Unity?
Place the artillery in your ship, then power up your grav drive. It will take care of the rest. You will see the glory of our multiverse, and your place in it. Then you will be asked to make a choice. I will say no more. I would speak to them before you go. No. My place is in this universe now. That is a difficult question. You might as well be asking, when is the Unity? Why does the Unity exist? Or how does the Unity truly work? It is not a fixed place in space-time. You will be... well, you'll have more like understanding when you get there.
This game feels like it so badly wants to be, Marf, the numbers, Marf. That kind of thing, but it just ain't working for it. You ain't mysterious at all. Alright, give me the thing. Interstellar, yes. I think they established the Bethesda-verse. Wait, what? What is this Bethesda-verse you speak of? Talk to your friends before you leave. Okay, let's go talk to our friends. Real quick. Tell them this is the ultimate version of I'm going to pick up milk, kids. I'll be back in 2 hours. You know, I'm almost a space god and I still can't run for more than like 20 seconds. It's like, ultimate power of the universe courses through me. Fear me. Oh, just a minute. A minute. Did I mention the ultimate power of the universe? What's my favorite dragon shot in this game? I've only ever used the one where I shoot a tiny little weak space bullet at people. All of them kind of seem to suck.
You with a woman, you can't even catch a ball.
Garrus, Jack is far more powerful at kicking a ball at people than my god space godhood is. But thank you for the bits too. Dragonborn versus Starborn. I hate that no, you're right. They just like, you know what? Use the word born again in some capacity. All right. Actually, where can I like remember where my people are at? Missions. One giant leap, huh? Build artillery optional. Talk to the people, your friends. Where were they at, though? I don't remember the name of that place. Was it Alpha? I think it was Alpha Centauri, wasn't it? Well, we got a few more loading screens, chat, to get there. Maybe nearly a space god, but I got a really cheap ship. It's optional, fuck them. I want to see it though. See what they say. I want to know, chat. Let's see how dumb this can get. Let's not get impatient now. Yeah. Where are we going next? Show me. You've never met a Todd that was cool? Sounds like a you problem. Are you going to be a rude to them or make them suffer? I will probably like throw some grenades in their midst. I don't know if you'd call that rude though. In the Bethesda game, that barely registers is like, dissing someone who like, is late for like bringing you your Big Mac. It's not very high stand. They don't even like remember it.
Global saturation.
Thank you, Polycarp of the bitch, by the way. Still rude. They don't seem to mind. They don't even look at you funny. They'll like be friendly to you after you like shot a missile in their face. All right, next we go here. It pains them on the inside. They just keep all the hurt and trauma in there, huh? Seven minutes is all I want to play. Alright, continue this epic journey of going into menus. I think it's the same if you use it on the MSGX and Discord. What is it? Nope, fuck off. I'm about to become a space god. I ain't doing side quests. I ain't doing your side quest, peasant. We're almost there, chat. Take us as long as you need so I can avoid studying physics. But you need that though. Right? Physics is very valuable, you know. All these people trying to attack me and I'm just like, nah. It's like, nah, out of here. Ain't dealing with your shit. Oh, Bethesda. You know what? I hope. No. I do hope the Indiana Jones game ends up being pretty good though. Because God damn it. We deserved something nice.
Not.
Take me home. Polyglot played. Hey, thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. Here we are. No contraband. You think you can scan a god? What naive and intoxicating it. Chat, there's a reason why the best plot of any Bethesda game is still Morrowind. Just because it was like the right amount of complexity with, you know, just a very good final villain. Just because they got a really good voice actor for him too.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
And there you go and do something like that. You play the worst sound effect I have. Morrowind is still peak Bethesda? Yeah, it's peak Todd as well. Haven't heard that clip in a while. It gets played pretty often, actually. It's everyone's favorite. Because they just like spring it on me. This is supposed to be like the biggest city in the game, but it really just feels like a college campus when I look at it. Like, this is what we gave up Earth for. Just like live in like tiny little enclaves throughout the galaxy. You stole that clip for your channel? I mean, you can't really steal it. It's there for anyone to use. Alright, let's tell all these people that we're about to, like...
What a mansion!
Become a space god.
Captain.
Also, thank you for the bits. Vasco, you can understand my godhead, right?
Constellation's current mission is at its end.
Why does this game feel like a tech demo? It doesn't, because it's not displaying any interesting tech.
Thank you. If I were sentient, I am sure I would be feeling a great sense of pride and increased social connectivity to you. I hope the process of becoming Starborn is done without causing any physical trauma. But given the unknown physiological requirements of crossing universes, that seems unlikely.
What, chat? Why does this robot have more personality than any living person in the game?
Given that the Starborn encounters have so far not included any robots, the safe assumption is that I will need to remain behind if we do not see each other again. Goodbye, Captain. From a statistical standpoint, you have been an unusually effective member of this team.
Thank you. Appreciate your kind words.
Tip your ear for a moment? It'll be a shame to pack up all the modifications to the eye for finding the artifacts.
Everyone acts like a robot acting human. These are all skinwalkers, chat.
Gilded our fortunes for sure. Caught the measure of me right. Worse ways to retire for an ex-Crimson fleet. I'll be taking up the chair when everyone's gone in the Unity. Set Constellation's course for another new beginning. Not my first time at the helm for a crew, but going to take it slow.
I'd rather you come with us into the Unity.
Tell you the secret whys of a retired fleet member. There's a way things end. Have to see that before time and luck catches up. Well, tipped your ear long enough. I'll be smiling as you walk through Eternity's gate. Give the next universe something to talk about, yeah?
You will about Russia's government, but they have the most fun accent.
I appreciate
They have the accent everyone seemingly can do with the least effort.
The matter is settled, Seraph.
Finally. These new universes won't know what hit them. Forget about the Starborn and the Hunter. It's Barrett and company from here on out.
You ain't coming with me, Barrett.
Just give me this moment. We're literally about to perform the physics feat of all human history right here. Look, if this is a are we doing this or not talk, then stop right there. We're doing this. The multiverse waits for no one.
Chat, I'll be honest with you. I want the Marvel universe to fail so badly right now, so everyone will stop trying to do multiverse storylines. I really hope that crashes and burns so everyone gives up on it.
You wouldn't be the first person to say that.
Thank you for the bits, by the way.
Well, not the multiverse part, obviously. Although, from a chaos theory perspective, maybe. Come on.
Hey, can you stop ruining the cutscene by shimmering over there?
Now let's get going.
We're having a moment here.
Take a break.
Like wants to butt in.
Our journey seems to...
So I know we aren't keeping all the artifacts here anymore, but I think I can get some good readings from your ship. You have no idea how excited I am to analyze the data after you jump to the Unity. I'm gonna make some coffee. Pull an all-nighter. What? No. I do not do field work. Especially not the restructuring yourself at the molecular level kind. Or whatever the Unity actually does to make you starborn. Anyway, Vladimir and I have been talking, and we're both staying here. Someone has to keep Constellation going with so many people leaving. It'll be pretty quiet at first, but that's what Constellation has been doing forever, right? An old generation moves on.
I remember that Disney spent 3 months and like 7 TV shows building up to Kang the Conqueror, only to have him lose to Ant-Man in his debut movie. His actor got fired, and now they have to completely rewrite one of their biggest in-theory movies due to the clause in his contract. I know, I'm happy that happened, actually. Not that he ended up being a piece of shit that did, got, arrested and all that for, but the fact that they just stumping their toe left and right. In cold weather, no less.
I'll be okay.
Don't leave me alone.
I'll have a lifetime's worth of research to share with the whole settled systems. When the time is right. That's the side of Constellation I fell in love with. Okay, I promised myself I wouldn't cry. And I'm sticking to that. So...
Is King the Conqueror even a good character in, like, the comics?
Miss you all.
Feels like they just made a bad choice when they went with him.
What's new?
Do you have a second, friend? I've thought about it, and...
He is? Okay.
As much as I would love to see...
I always feel like Dr. Doom was always going to be, like, a better option than, like, Kang the Conqueror. Like, everyone loves Dr. Doom, and he feels threatening and all that stuff. Also, thank you for the 100 bits. You can just imagine someone at Disney shouting, "The fuck you mean we can't recast him? Why did you put that in his contract?" They thought he was going to be a big deal, you know?
I know I should be excited, but I can't stop thinking about the fact that the Keeper knew about the Unity but chose to keep it hidden. I think I need to look for my answers here. In this
Everything All at Once was a very good multiverse movie, mostly because it was an original movie. I haven't seen it, but I heard good things.
They're not getting any younger.
Overused Doctor. They really just need to get to the X-Men really quickly, because that's what everyone wants, is the X-Men. Whatever they're doing, there's like, drop everything, get to the X-Men.
I'm sorry, but my mind's made up. But don't hold up on my account.
But I honestly think the Kate films are dying off. Now is the age of video games and anime movies, chat. Their time has come.
Forgot to check the math on a few equations. The brain. You've tipped my ear.
Wait, what? No.
Come now. You must...
Keep coming back to one thing. Both of these Starborn, they're people you know.
Not really a big one anyway. Kang was always the bad that led up to the biggest bad. Yeah, I don't know much about him. I know his costume looks really stupid in the comics.
Or through it, or however it works. You consider what it might
Galactus?
do to you?
I don't know if you could make an entire, like, several movies about Galactus. Since Galactus is just like, he likes to eat planets. That's all he likes to do, from what I know of him. And he gets stopped by, like, a complete, like, stupid little device. Like, the energy converter or whatever from the Fantastic Four. He's good for, like, a single movie villain, probably.
Experience shapes the person, as much as the other way. And the Unity sounds like an experience with an endless depth, with no hope to fathom. I doubt any declaration of intent will carry fate's hand there.
Cool.
Show the words another time then.
Let's get a second opinion, shall we? Walter and I were just discussing the expenses incurred during the attack.
I am not here to discuss economics with you.
Explaining that there's nothing to discuss. It's been taken care of.
King had good moments, but no one cares about King, really. Yeah, King feels something like a... What was the name of the robot they fought in the Avengers, the second Avengers movie?
As well as any expenses.
He feels like that kind of villain. The one that shows up and he has one movie. Ultron, yeah, and then
Sam
that's it.
Was a good man.
Like, you wouldn't want to build multiple movies around him. Iron Lad.
None of us would be here without the others. We're all incredibly indebted to one another.
Bro, Ultron is one of the better villains. I don't know. I know from the movie they only use him for the one.
Sarah.
And sort of like a TV show What If.
I know we argue about money all the time. Most of it is in jest.
So, the Unity awaits.
Whoa, lady, you're invading my space.
I'm not as afraid as I thought I would be.
What are you doing?
Stepping away from the world
do you not want to talk with me that bad? God, this game is shit all the way up to the end.
When this is all over,
it's like I need to stand by the chair. Just let me stand. Now you're out of focus too. It's like my vision ain't so good these days, lady. I gotta become a space god to get 20/20 vision.
Fair enough. Well,
I'm looking forward to seeing what's in the next universe.
I do not know if I would say the same. More that I accept it. I'm ready. Do you think we will see each other after the Unity? Will we even recognize each other if we do?
Hope we will.
I do too.
She bended time and space.
But the emissary makes me doubtful. They are both the person we lost and someone else entirely. If we do not see each other again, then this is goodbye. I am proud that I was present for this journey. I have things.
She lunged at me again.
I'd like to do for Sam, and I'd like to get your opinion. Nothing extravagant, just a small plaque.
Wow. Lady, you're going to do that without me. I'm moving on to another galaxy or universe.
Where
I
do
mean.
you think would be appropriate?
She bended in the garden. That's where I first saw him at.
I hadn't thought of that. That's a nice idea. Any objections, Walter?
No, I think this is a fine idea.
Then it's settled.
All right, let me talk to you two.
And now, perhaps we can try and move on.
Yes, I think that's right.
There's nothing like an investment paying off. We've succeeded.
Why does she look like a female Star-Lord? It's the jacket.
Everyone should feel proud.
We haven't made any money, though.
Oh, no. This moment isn't about my corporate holdings, no. Being part of Constellation was...
Thank you, Space John Kerry.
Although there's always opportunities.
See, you're still getting that Botox, though.
Advantage of what we learn as a group. Alas, while I would like to take the final jump with everyone, I'm afraid the saying, "You can't take it all with you," has caught up.
So that's somewhat Bethesda's game will end up in the next. Game will end up in next.
And certainly not mine.
The next game is going to be Indiana Jones.
If I was.
Hey, at least that's made with id Tech. That's already a promising start. The gutter is where the rest of us live, Walter. It might do you some good to spend some time in the gutter. Sure.
You know what? I owe you that.
Go be poor for a bit, Walter.
Maybe once this all dies down, I'll take another look at our...
John Kerry's face is longer than anatomically thought possible. He does look like he belongs in the Addams Family. That's been a long-running joke.
We shouldn't wait for the next one to just fall in our laps, fresh from some mining excursion. Goodbye, my friend.
He might have Marfan syndrome or something.
If I could borrow a bit from Sebastian Banks. Bring light into the darkness of the unknown.
What syndrome? Marfan syndrome? It's where people's limbs can be lengthened a bit and they're because of joint issues.
We've always considered ourselves explorers.
Why is my final words to that? I don't know.
Now that you have all the artifacts, we should talk. So this is it. This armillary can finally be assembled, and the Starborn assure that something will happen on the other side. Something that will make us like them. Funny. I thought after all this time I'd be screaming in excitement to jump into the unknown, but I feel like I'm hesitating.
This is what we wanted, sir. This is constantly the greatest mission.
I know that, and believe me, I feel it. The destiny of it all. But after that, what happens? Say we go to the Unity, become Starborn, enter another universe. Will there even be a constellation there?
Did you ever go the entire game without having sex with anyone? Did I have sex with anyone in this game? No. I didn't even know that was an option, and I have been not turned on at all by any of these characters. Why would I want to? This is like a very asexual game. There's no horny allowed here, or at least from my perspective.
I really turned you into a true believer.
This might be the only game that doesn't get any Rule 34.
What have I done? All right, let's get back to it.
Wait, are you guys coming with me? I thought I was doing this on my own.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Just what?
I know you have a lot on your mind right now, but we need to talk. It's about the Starborn Hunter's death. Do you feel like you've made the right decision?
Yes.
Yes, I completely agree. Siding with the Hunter would have been wrong. The artifacts are dangerous, and I believe the emissary has a right to collect them and prevent their abuse. I thought you would be. Look, no matter how this ends, whether I agree with you or not, I want you to know that I'll continue to support your decisions every step of the way. We're the closest of colleagues. Nothing you could do at this point would ever...
Listen, Jack, I'm not sleeping with anyone in this world. You don't need to keep reminding me.
You're damn right you couldn't. If it wasn't for me...
Could you imagine what a Bethesda sex scene would even look like? Ugh.
Anyway,
have the respite? Well, thank you. Thank you for the 150 bits, Polly.
There's quite a journey ahead, and serious plans to make. Just know that if you need me, I'll be here for you.
Feels like you can never make your allies piss off at you. You just get a little text at the corner. It says they didn't like that. See, I'll show you.
Oh, have you already read the nature of the human soul?
Being this sincere.
One last time, you know, for old time's sake.
You have my... Hope my employees don't use this.
Derivative? Probably a flaw.
I understand what you're saying.
They don't even mind.
At this point, I don't care what you have to do to get that project back on track. Within reason.
God, I hate Bethesda so much.
Do you need something?
Curse y'all? One of them got mad.
I'm expecting big things from you with this ship project. Don't let me down.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I didn't know this was gonna happen. Oh, never mind. Didn't go anywhere. I didn't know they would like turn and attack you like that.
At this point, I don't care what you have to do to get it.
I just want all of you to die. Is that too much to ask?
Give me a lot of
pressure on us, isn't it?
Spend so much time looking at the scans. I can see star systems ordering in my head.
Okay.
Can't even kill him. His health bar just regenerates too quick. Yeah, punch the robot. An enemy. Yeah, gang up on his ass. We've made him into an enemy, chat. Everyone's going for him now. But he's immortal. He's a starborn after all. Maybe. Wait, no, shit. I thought maybe for a second we killed him. Hey, Vasco.
My return to the lodge triggered a full system update. I am now fully prepared to assist you.
Do you have any memory of the past 2 minutes?
Travel safely.
No. All right, we've done as much fun as we can. Best believe you clipped that.
My friend,
I hope you did.
I sent you a wonderful discussion about old.
I gotta get out of here before I try to kill them again.
Did you have time to listen to it?
Can we finish, please? There's an idea. Let us go to the Unity chat. How do you get back to your ship without going all the way to this thing? There we go. Please put that entire moment in your sins video. It just like regular. That's like compared to what normally happens in Bethesda game when it goes off the rails. That's tame in comparison. That ain't nothing special. I mean, I've had entire, like, cities full of guards chasing me out of a city because I stole a sweet roll. Am I sending this? I'm putting it up for a vote on the Spider-Man video tomorrow. Alright, build the artillery. You've completed the artillery. Once you power up your grav drive, you'll jump to the Unity. Remove the artillery from your ship. You need to grav jump to anywhere else. Power up the grav drive to jump to the Unity. Talk with your friend. Okay, I've already talked with my friends. No one vote for this? A lot of people will vote for it just because they want to see me trash it. Alright, power up the grav drive. My God, it's full of stars. Oh, I didn't know I had to move. It's like a Starfield. Wait a minute. Isn't this where, like, they had the final battle in that Gurren Lagann show? Where they start throwing galaxies at each other? I think it is. Row, row, fight the power, do the impossible, see the invisible. Row, row. Fight the anti-spirals.
You made it.
Ugh.
I hope you're enjoying the view.
I don't like that he's talking to me. I don't like that I'm a character in the game.
I'm tired of staring at it. Eternity.
That's how I sound, chat. You're me, but cooler. I don't sound anything like that, so this is the Unity. I was expecting more. You're me.
A thought occurs. Can anyone ever truly experience reality outside of oneself? All of time and space filters through a singular perspective. I am as much you as you are a part of everything. All points connect to here. When a star is born or dies, its existence beats through the heart of this place. The Unity. I have seen all you are, have been, and could be. Do you feel like you've lived a good life? Is there anything...
I've tried to kill my teammates so many times and failed. I kind of regret that. Am I dead?
That's good. You will need that clarity for what comes next. In order to become Starborn, you must give the universe one last thing. Yourself. That intangible part of you. That something that makes you unique amongst the infinite will explode like a supernova. A part of you will fuse with the essence of this universe, while another part leaves it behind forever. Do you understand what I mean?
Look, do I gotta keep paying taxes after all this?
Will change this universe forever, even as you leave it behind.
So thank you for the bits. Starborn said it would be reborn. This sounds like death. Skip to the part where I become more powerful. Who created them and why?
Unknowingly, you just answered your own questions. For who creates things but creators? That is what they have been named throughout the endless circle of time. Are they one or many? Human or alien? Terrestrial or celestial? One day, you might even meet the creators, but not this day. As for the why, so that you could ask that very question. So that you could stand before me for time immemorial and delve into the mysterious of the unending cosmos.
These creators sounded awfully boring. They went to a lot of trouble to do that, huh? A lot of this is basically every philosophical sci-fi thing boiled down into its very essence, and they just can't do it because everything else behind it and backing it up didn't really work. I've seen plots like this, like literally this is just them trying to do like 2001 Space Odyssey with the freaking space baby and the monolith, and but they can't do it because they don't understand it. There's like space mystery creators. They work in mysterious ways. Sounds like death.
Much like the death of a star creates new kinds of matter, so will the part of your being become fused with the Unity.
You have sex with that version of you, would that be considered masturbation? I don't want to answer this question. That's for like a different sci-fi series.
Crosses into the multiverse. Through your eyes, it will be as if waking up from a dream. Walk into the gate of light, and you will become Starborn. Everything will vanish, and you will awaken somewhere else.
Will I keep my awesome chin and jawline though? I don't want to leave that behind.
Around, walk away from the Unity until the stars fade away, and you will wake up on your own ship, in your universe. You could live out the life you have. I have enjoyed speaking to you once again. All of you. Every version that is here in the Unity, right now. Go out into the stars.
So, you know, about all these multiverses and stuff, I always hear you like become someone new. Am I gonna be black over there? That's how it usually goes, right?
You a glimpse into what will happen to the universe you may be leaving.
Gotta like, add new characters for like, get those new viewers in.
Is spread throughout space and time.
All right, unzip. We gotta compare cocks right now with myself. Bro, that's how they do multiverse stuff. It's all about just like, what if this character was different? Whip it out. I want to see who's bigger.
It's been good to see you.
Wait. What about the ass? Hold on. Hold on. Can I, like, not see my menu anymore? Shit, I can't remove my clothes. I'm you from in a multiverse with a smaller cock. No.
You can return to your universe if you wish.
What about my friends over here?
The Constellation membership who stays behind will in time publish their data about the discovery of the artifacts, the Starborn, and the Unity. Space exploration across the settled systems is given new life as people search for home out there in the stars.
So is there more stuff that appears here if you do more in the game than just these two groups?
The emissary remains in this universe, but your faith in them inspires them to seek out those they believe are worthy of finding the Unity. Many noble Starborn will be reborn under their guidance.
There is more stuff that appears here.
The Gate of Light will take you to another universe, or simply walk away until the stars fade.
All right, let's get this over with. Shut up. Don't be so annoying.
Although you leave this universe behind,
oh, he won't stop talking.
A new universe awaits you. Who will you be in this one?
Buddy, if you think I'm playing this game again, over again, it ain't happening. Some good mushrooms, chat. Wait, I've seen this. This is where like Sephiroth summons like an asteroid to come destroy Cloud, Barret, and whoever else you have in your party. Supernova incoming, chat. It's a legendary attack. Has evil been defeated? I don't think we were fighting evil at any point. Hopefully in this new universe I have like more stamina and can run for more than 20 seconds. This is the game X-Bros were gassing up for years. Well, they didn't start gassing it up until Microsoft bought Bethesda. And can you blame them? What else did they have to talk about? Maybe in this universe I'll have a bigger dick, I know, right? Wow, I know, right? Very, very emotional moment. Oh, for Robert. We did it, chat. The first person to beat Starfield. I know, right? Hard to believe. Someone was able to do it. And I did it live on air for proof. What's next until FF7 Rebirth? Well, before FF7 Rebirth, there'll be Kill the Justice League at the, you know, in about 2 weeks. So it's really what until Kill the Justice League. Probably some indie games I want to play. Maybe more Dragon's Dogma. So chat, what do you think about Starfield? Not bad, kid, but now you have to beat it again. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be. It's just like, oh, a new universe, new you. Play the game with all the stuff you brought with you. That was boring, yes. The Morbius of video games. How about playing Nobody Saves the World? I don't know what that is. You liked it? Like I said, hey, if you like it, I tip my hat to you. I'm glad you found a game that speaks to you. For me, this is definitely the weakest Bethesda game. And this is coming from someone who got really tired of Bethesda's game design after I finished Fallout 3. Like, I wasn't able to really get into Skyrim, and I never even played Fallout 4. Because it just felt like they weren't really changing things at all. They're just reusing everything. Even Fallout 76, there was no way I was going to touch Fallout 76. No chance in hell. But I know there are people who do like this game, though I feel the amount of people who like it uncritically is pretty low. But hey, just keep in mind, not criticizing you for liking it. So hey, keep playing it, have you fun. It's the weakest one since Oblivion. Well, see, I actually liked Oblivion more than I did Skyrim, weirdly enough, because it's like the first. Their game design thing wasn't outdated at that point. It wasn't. It's kind of like after Fallout 3, I feel, is when they really needed to mix things up. Because after Oblivion and Fallout 3, it felt like they'd already taken that idea as far as they could, and they need to change things up again, like they did after Daggerfall. But they didn't. They just kept doing the same thing again, and I just lost interest. It's an RPG that came out a few years ago. Is it a Square Enix one? I feel like they have a one that's similar titled like that. This game gives me Oblivion vibes all over. Like I said, it doesn't give me Oblivion vibes. It's more Fallout than Oblivion. And like I said, Oblivion, I enjoyed playing through that. So I'm not sure what we're bashing that all of a sudden. I played it back when it came out, so if you try to play it now, it definitely feels dated as fuck. Worst Bethesda game, and this is coming from... Well, that's not technically true. They've got way worse than this. I challenge you to go try to play Elder Scrolls Arena or Daggerfall if you think this is bad. Or any of their other, Elder Scrolls spin-off games. This is just, to me, this game is a sign that they really need to change up what their design is for open world games. They're going to keep making them. They've taken whatever it is their design currently is for all of them that they use, and it's now just the engine as well, but the design and the engine are both so now well known and understood that everyone is like, oh god, another Bethesda RPG. I feel like if Elder Scrolls 6 comes out in a few years and it still plays like their current crop of open world games does, I don't think it's going to be well received, despite being an Elder Scrolls game. I think people are just going to be rolling their eyes again, because people, at this point, they want them to change things up. And now they got all that Microsoft money, there's no reason they can't. They need to start working on a new engine, or you'll lease Unreal Engine or something and build it on that, because their engine is holding them back so much. They can't really do anything interesting with it anymore, I feel. That's one of the reasons they have to stick to what they know, because they can't do anything with it. They won't change a damn thing. I think they've already said they're still going to be using this engine for Elder Scrolls 6, but who knows? Things can change, because that game's still years off. Have a good night, Puff. Wow, did they not even create enough music for their credits? Huh. This game just really frustrated me, because all the systems they created for it, they tried to add complexity. Look, I've mentioned before that the guiding design element of a lot of Bethesda ever since Morrowind has been to simplify the game to make it more accessible to other people. And they have simplified a lot, but they've simplified too much. But this game felt like they tried to add complexity back in, but they added it in the wrong places. Like, the entire upgrade system I didn't even, play around with, because it was just a pain in the ass to try to do anything. Because you have to get all this different materials that you don't even know which ones you need, and you can only carry so much weight on you, and I didn't want to, build bases to let you get more of that stuff. And I just it's just too much for me to want to do when I just want to adventure. And they didn't add complexity to the adventuring element. They simplified that. They simplified the freaking adventuring elements of the game. Which is just the what? Why would you make that so like brain dead simple that you can't do anything cool? And add complexity into freaking like base building, ship building, and modding your weapons and gear. They added the complexity in the wrong elements of the game, is what I would say. They needed more complexity when it comes to like adventuring and space travel, and that was just the simplest thing I've ever seen when it comes like flying in space in video games and like going to different planets. I mean, you can compare this game pretty easily to something like No Man's Sky, and tell that one game is able to do the whole flying through space thing and even flying around in atmosphere on a planet and doing stuff on the planet way better than the other one. And this, I think that was mainly down to their engine not allowing you to like fly down to the surface and fly around. They just couldn't handle it. I mean, Elder Scrolls could barely handle like horses running around. Game sense for this game coming soon. I am putting it up for a vote on the Spider-Man video tomorrow. So, could be, yeah. Could be a game sense on it. Everything just seems so barren and lifeless. Yes, that's because... honestly, I don't even know, because they've definitely made their worlds feel more living than this one before. Like, Oblivion and Skyrim and even Fallout 3, definitely I had no problem, like, looking around what's over the next hill in those games. But this game, I never felt any desire to, like, explore any planet I found, because one, there's just too much of it, and all of it just kind of bleeds together, because none of it looks interesting. Not even the towns and cities that are handmade in the game made me want to explore them, because they also seem just kind of one note without any depth to them. I literally just, like, beelined everywhere I went. I didn't want to explore anything, because I knew me exploring would also only get me more, like, crafting materials that I couldn't carry because I have weight limits, or like a new gun that's the same gun I got, but now the stats are slightly different, or like a new suit that I probably wouldn't even want to wear. So I never felt like I even was properly rewarded by anything. What's the other vote candidate? I believe it's Alan Wake 2 and Starfield. Yeah, I think that's what I put up for it. Alan Wake 2 and Starfield. Characters were so... okay, I went into this game expecting the characters to be boring, and also the main plot to not be interesting, because that's how it's been with Bethesda for a while. That's literally what they want, almost. They kind of have this idea that the main plot is just kind of there to push things forward, and the side content is what really sells everything. Which I think is a mistake, because I think you can have great side content and a great, like, main plot line as well. There's no reason you can't. And they've done it before with Morrowind. Morrowind has a great plot, actually. But it's also because they didn't have to voice act any of it. It allowed them to, like, just write everything they wanted. It was too big. Obviously, yeah, it's too big. It's just too much to, like, try to do, because you have to rely so much on randomly generated content, which is never that great right now. Or at least not with their engine. But honestly, I would compare this game to an older game of theirs. This game, I've never played Daggerfall, but I've seen it played. But Daggerfall had a lot of the same problems that this game has. Daggerfall was too big, and it's just too randomly generated and barren, and there's nothing you can do. And technically, you can't even travel between things. You're just, like, moving around until you use the fast travel to get anywhere. We done? Yeah, we finished the game. So, yeah, this game, the closest this game comes to any Bethesda. People want to compare this to other games, but no, I think Daggerfall is the closest game you can compare it to from them. Because from what I saw of Daggerfall, it has a lot of the same issues that this game has. Like, complexity in areas that you don't really need complexity. Simplification in all areas you would want things to be a bit more complex. Bad combat. Like a nonsensical plot you can't make any sense of. Way too many places to go. And none of it's interesting at all to go to. So yeah, I would say this is like Daggerfall in space. All I want is just Skyrim, but with different quests and a different map. That's what the mods are for. So yeah, but the good thing, there is one possible positive thing. After they released Daggerfall, they kind of realized a lot of their mistakes with that game, and they made Morrowind afterward. And Morrowind was like every step in the right direction they could have possibly made to, like, correct. So maybe they will take the criticism of this game to heart, and maybe their next game, I'm guessing Elder Scrolls 6, will rectify itself? Who knows? We can only hope. Like, as large as an ocean, deep as a puddle type of thing? Yes, that is what Daggerfall ultimately was. And what this game is as well. Alright, I'm going to hit tab. See what happens. Oh, wait. Where are we? Starborn, this is what you have become, a being who has touched the infinite. Your story is over, but will begin anew in this universe and countless others. You remember all you have learned, your possessions and everyone you knew have been left behind. Explore this new universe and all it offers. And perhaps take another trip through the Unity. Why would I want to do that? Oh, did they give me like a Starborn ship? There's more. It's just like, do you want to do the game over again? They gave me Starborn shoot. Not too bad, chat. You get a special ship from completing everything. Where are we going? You have no cake? I designed this character to have cake. I can't help it they took it away from me when I became a Starborn.
Attention, unidentified vessel. You have no faction markings or registered manufacturer. Please maintain course while we scan you. Assuming you can leave it work on whatever it is you're flying. Alright, we're done.
Millions dead.
Clear to land at New Atlantis.
New Atlantis. Go to the lodge. Let's go to the lodge real quick and talk to all of our old friends. What the hell is this? This is a new game plus. That's all it is. This is a new game plus. You don't have to do the opening intro area where you're like a miner now. You just go directly to the lodge. So we'll quickly go and see what happens when we do that. Wait, do I have a weapon on me? Nope, no guns. And I still can't run worth a damn.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a united colony.
Give maybe about 15 seconds of sprint. I'm a Starborn. Oh god, I left my ass but hell or the other universe. Infinite power of the universe lies within me.
Seems like the Crimson
Fear me. I have to catch my breath. I don't think I've ever traveled to the residential district in this game, in this area. And I never will. I don't want to see it. Starborn neglected cardio. He may be one with the Infinite, but he ain't gonna be joining the Olympics anytime soon.
A ship like yours? That's scary.
Godhood comes with asthma. That's the trade-off, is it? Infinite power of the universe? Really shit breathing capacity. Yeah, I totally discovered this thing. Knock knock. I am home. Hello, boys.
Excuse me, this is a private... Wait. There's something familiar about you. Vasco, identify.
Scanning. Cross-referencing known employee records of our affiliated organizations. Please remain still. This appears to be the miner from Argos Extractors. Lost as we were carrying the artifact from
Oh, I died in
Vectera.
this universe.
Current whereabouts, previously unknown.
I see. Vasco already delivered the artifact.
There was a review that summed up the plot
Why
best
are you
for
showing up now?
our major powers. We have a vaguely Western-flavored federal government, a vaguely Texan-flavored frontier alliance, a vaguely Eastern-flavored core posse, some scrappy pirates, and some mysterious religious zealots. I didn't even do like the religious zealot stuff. Nothing meaningful to know about any of these societies beyond whatever pictures of them you just conjured in your head. Repeat the main quest. I want to join Constellation and unravel this mystery with you. Skip main quest. I'm not who you think. I'm Starborn. I know what the artifacts are.
I see. So some of our theories about the artifacts are correct.
You're taking their word for it? What if this person's just delusional? Breathed in too many gases in that mining operation.
Why don't we hear him out? We know next to nothing. We have everything to gain if he's telling the truth.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm not from this universe. There's a place called the Unity which connects our end. This is going to sound weird, but I've done all this before. I came here with the artifact and joined Constellation. Starborn hunt for the artifact for the universe. Okay, I'm not, doesn't matter which one you pick.
So, that's what we're looking for. The pieces to an armillary. A path to the center of a multiverse.
This is either the truth or the most elaborate practical joke I've ever witnessed.
I think we're past the point of doubting, Walter.
In any event, we'll be able to see for ourselves. We know where most of the artifacts are now, and presumably how we get them.
The artifacts I pulled out of bedrock myself. Ones that granted visions. You gather on it easily while I look for the other Starborn.
I don't know if you should rush off to meet them. Some of those artifacts granted you powers, am I right? We should leverage that. I want you to check with Vladimir on the Eye. Cross-reference what you've told us with what he's picking up on the scans. You track down the artifacts the Eye finds, while we gather the others.
Are you giving me order? I am a Starborn god, lady. I don't work for you. Hunter killed one of you in my universe. He will not do the same here.
And we're grateful for that, Starborn. Now, let's get those artifacts.
Let's. Shit, I don't have any guns. I can still... Wait a minute. I can still throw a punch. And I can also get star powers, right? Yeah. Fight me.
Miracle nevertheless.
I'm the Starborn bitch.
While it is customary to say, "Welcome home," that is not dimensionally accurate in this case.
I stand by my initial skepticism of
Where are your guns? You don't bring them with you to this universe. Let me try a different power. Let me like namaste these people. Already assumed the yoga position, have you?
other universes might exist.
God, this so it's just some sparkles. That's all it does. It's like inner peace. It like here's some sparkles. Come on, give. I mean, like I want to see what powers I have. Since I never really used any of them. Biscuit. You have biscuits? Biscuits. Wow. This feels like I gave myself like a migraine that you can see. I've already seen these two. Alright, one last power to see. It's not as fun without the rest of the people here to try to kill.
I can't take much more of this.
Did quite
Everything.
well for themselves.
Damn it.
Only natural.
Not gonna last much longer.
Every single, like, space magic thing you get is just some sparkles. Now I can punch in slow motion. Oh, Bethesda. Oh, well. Well, Chad, we've had our fun, I think, with this game. As much fun as you can actually have with it. But I feel like I'm done with it now. There's nothing more I can do, because I ain't doing all the side content.
In any way I can.
What do you think, Chad? Call it there? That seems like, yeah, that seems like the stopping point. We are finally officially done with Starfield. Now I might end up having to make a video on it. Oh god, I might have to make a video on it.
In many ways, your very existence is the greatest single discovery in the settled systems. I hope no one attempts to dissect you.
That's right. So, yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow, chat, though. I'm not sure what. I don't really feel like playing another RPG right now with, like, Dragon's Dogma. So I might play something else I've had in my mind. But I want to thank you all for sticking with me through the Starfield streams. I know they were incredibly boring, but we had our fun with it regardless, I think. Shut up, Vasco. Let me get away from you, so stop talking. I want to thank all of you for being here and supporting me through the stream of it. Hopefully you will enjoy the Spider-Man 2 video tomorrow. Put a lot of work into that, and I think it turned out really well. Thank you for any bit subs and gift subs tonight, too. Thank you to the mod team. Thanks for everyone just spending your time with me and joking around for a bit. It was my pleasure. It was a great stream tonight, everybody. But with that, I am gonna go get something to drink, because I be thirsty. And also stand up for a bit, because my legs need exercising after, like, all the leg day stuff. They are hurting. You brought this upon yourself. I didn't do that. I take no blame for the creation of this game. Look, it's out there. I had to play it. I wanted to make a video on it. That's all I gotta say. Though it will probably make a very interesting video if I end up doing it. But who knows, we'll see. Maybe it'll end up being Alan Wake 2. You never know. Chat, all of you have a great night, morning, noon, whatever time zone you're in. I will see you all tomorrow. We'll have fun with something else. We'll probably play something small and simple, though. I'll see you later, chat. Peace.